Jimmy was not a rapper then.
Right.
He was your man, like on the side, like in the side, just he was not a rapper at all.
Right.
So when Ballin' took place, and I'm looking and I'm going, oh, he having a moment. That's the Lloyd Banks. It's Lloyd Banks thing. He wanted that. He was watching them be that, like Mace be that, and Cam be that, and looked at, and it was finally he had one.
Mm-hmm.
And I just looked, and I knew I just took the shot, Murda, to see, because I wasn't sure he was gonna go for it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, we like Jimmy better than you anyway, Cam. Then you gotta watch to see how he responds. They'll complain, but he's got a good life, man.
Oh, shit.
Got a really good life.
There's no complaining over here.
Yeah. Lloyd Banks is very upset that this nigga has all his money. He has all of his money. Look at you.
It feels more like a hip-hop therapy session than an interview. When 50 Cent begins dissecting loyalty, hop. He's not merely discussing wealth or notoriety. He is examining the internal disintegration that achievement causes in individuals. 50 people claim to have witnessed it. First with Gun, the crew that was moving as one suddenly starts moving in different directions. When one man gets his turn and the energy changes, however, he is aiming the same lens at Joel, Santana, Jim Jones, Cameron, and Dips this time. They had the style, the city, and the movement. However, everything changed as the ball hit. 50 claimed that he was reminded of Lloyd Banks when Jim Jones began to take off. The same tension as well as the same need and spark. He wasn't throwing a shot, as you can see. He was researching the psychology of what occurs when a man's time comes. I'm about to start playing this video for you. But first, I need you to subscribe, like, and share your opinions in the comment box below. Now let's get started.
So we had like a legend, for the younger audience, we had like a rap battle thing at one time. And 50, what you did, so we was having interior problems at Dipset. Nobody knew about this. Nobody knew that we was like not on the same page.
Right.
So when me and you were battling during our music thing, you got members of Dipset to come to your show. And I'm like, so I'm sitting there like,
was
this is kind of smoke, because I wouldn't have thought about reaching out to Yayo or Lloyd Banks. I'm like, niggas going public with this?
I'm like, yo.
What was your thought process behind saying, yo, you know what? Fuck the songs. How did this work?
Let me say this, look.
How'd it go?
I was there, I'm in your horse and carriage video. I'm in the pool.
What? You know what? You told me this.
Your horse and carriage video.
You told me this before.
I was in the pool in the horse and carriage.
Wow, that's crazy.
So if you look, like when everybody's there,
right?
Jimmy was not a rapper then.
Right.
He was your man, like on the side, like in the side, just he was not a rapper at all.
Right.
So when Ballin' took place, and I'm looking and I'm going, oh, he having a moment. That's the Lloyd Banks. It's Lloyd Banks thing. He wanted that. He was watching them be that, like Mace be that, and Cam be that, and looked at, and it was finally he had one.
Mm-hmm.
And I just looked, and I knew I just took the shot, Murda, to see, because I wasn't sure he was gonna go for it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, we like Jimmy better than you anyway, Cam. Then you gotta watch to see how he responds. And then when you see, he like, oh shit, he really like that. Hey, give me Jimmy. Yeah, tell him we want you at the show, Jimmy. Yo, but that was one of those things I just threw it out and see what. And then when he bit to it, because it was like he was having a moment that not sure that was going to ever happen again at that point. And then he's going, for them, they had records that were, look, I always said it's a certain artist, I go, damn, when is he going to have his moment? Like Fab, I said this to him.
Mm-hmm.
I said, damn, but you really, I think his, what's his name, Cuffing Season was that fun. But it wasn't the hit like that, because it was talking exactly about what was going on at the moment. But the way he brought La Marina and all of the stuff, that was the hottest joint.
What was going on
in that summer.
Exactly at the time. In the time.
So I'm like, yo, that I jumped on the remix, because the record was going without us. Like, so I was like, yeah, nah, I'm
Right.
I got you. I do that, and then like we performed that joint. How many times did we perform that record on tour?
Yeah.
Couple times.
Because it felt like a 50 Cent record to me. Like I was like, this is it. Like, but he didn't have like for a lyricist like a guy that's that intricate. But the writing, he didn't have a full on moment that was like Fab's the nigga, period, right now. Like he had a lot of hit records on R&B artists, like a lot of real hot verses that came, but it was on somebody else's joint.
Right.
It's like, look, Dirk's run is like that. Dirk's biggest records are somebody else's record that he's on, instead of his solo records by himself. Like the solo records make your hair stand up because they're talking some killer shit on there, but the records that really made them a success is usually a collaboration between him and another artist that they're working on. But I was looking, going, when are you gonna have that moment specifically? And I know Jimmy was looking at that like it was someone else at the top of our culture acknowledging.
Right.
Yeah.
How you felt when Jim did that shit, Cam?
So it's over.
It's over.
No, because this what happened. So, like, you know, Fifth had sent niggas to my office with black roses and a little coffin. And I was like, all right, cool. Then I did the video. So I was like, all right, cool, this is cool. I remember this real talk. I was on probation at the time. My probation officer was like, come down to probation or we gonna lock you up on Thursday. I'm like, what the fuck I did? And New York City Intel was there. And New York City Intel said, what's going on with you and 50 Cent? I said, it's some music shit. What the fuck are you talking about? They said, well, this just seems like it's one. I said, yo, he puts people out of business. I gotta respond. That's worth everything I love. I told these niggas this. I'm like, yo, the man puts people out of business. You gotta say something. Then one officer's like, yeah, he does, man. He does. I said, it's just on me. Y'all gonna talk to him? Like, that's like, yeah, his flight is late. We're gonna have a conversation with him too. So the more the story is, like I said, Dipset at that time kind of really wasn't on the same page, but it wasn't external. And I was like, maybe I could fix this shit before it gets out of hand. And that's where my mind frame was at. But then when niggas went on stage, I'm like,
yeah, that was the power.
Shit that spun out of you.
It just went out of control.
It is a checkmate moment, which was, I said, this nigga's devious right here. All right, devious shit right here. But I respect it. I liked it, that shit. I liked it, that shit. Yo,
you gotta figure it out, because collectively, there would have been an issue. At that point, that momentum was there. So you gotta look and go, every time, like I would look at it and say, how did I used to study Joe and them? I knew everybody in the background. That guy, the third guy in the back on the corner, yeah, they from Highbridge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm like this and that. Like I figured we knew all of them. Like so, if something happened, I could immediately respond to it. You know what I'm saying? And then we was in it was an award show. No, it was Chris Lighty's thing. With Joe and them crews there. Pete and his mans they was going in before us, and they let Joe in and didn't let his people in behind him. And then when I came to the door, I was like, no, you gotta let them in. And it's like yeah, they was gonna let my entourage in, but they stopped a couple guys that was with him. But I'm knowing that this is like Pete and the other one that
Rich, so my Rich, him and Rich.
Nah, not Rich. It was another one. It was he was gonna go. That was
Joe?
Yeah, I think he had a baby by Erica Mena. What was his name?
Oh, I think he passed away.
Yeah.
All right, copy. Yeah.
But he was one of the ones out of their little crew that they knew to go for. And I'm like, you don't want to leave them out here because it's gonna leave them off balance.
Right.
If his guys that really got him is not there, he gonna be feeling uncomfortable. I'm like, I got them in. So when Joe looked to Pete and Pete go, nah, we good. It's good. He's like, nah, we good. He said, he got us in. I was like, what the fuck? He got him in, because I'm like, if he was there and uncomfortable or balanced, he might have made a move that made me have to do something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then that would have just fucked up the whole thing, because we was really there for the right reasons.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? With Chris and everything. Then
that's what's up.
So cool, it worked itself out.
Let me ask you something real quick before we go. Do you usually work on New Year's? Anyway?
Usually, yeah. I get out. You know, it's
work on New Year's, Christmas, his birthday.
It's no holidays.
Everything, nigga.
No holidays.
It don't stop, nigga.
No holidays.
I be feeling better about. See, yeah, look, when you do decide you want to spend money or do you want to do some shit, just like what? No matter how random it is, it's fine because I've worked
Right.
all through. I've done everything to make it okay for me to be random.
Right.
That's the way I look at it, and then that's why I keep going. And then they'll complain, but these niggas got a good life, man.
Oh shit!
They got a really good life.
There's no complaining over here, nigga.
Yeah. Lloyd Banks is very upset that this nigga has all his money.
Here this nigga go.
He has all of his money.
Here this nigga go.
Look at
He's out.
He got to sustain his relationship.
Fifth, man. Yeah, I see. That's your man, right?
Yeah.
That's what. I said no. I don't know that, but I can tell by your face.
Yeah,
like,
you go.
Nigga,
Stay out of it, bro.
Yeah.
50 crazy, man. Stay out of this shit.
Let's be honest. 50 Cent's remarks regarding the Lloyd Banks effect are more profound than most people know because they're not actually about beef. It's about how difficult it is to maintain understanding, patience, and devotion in an egotistical company. Not everyone goes at the same pace when success picks up speed, and that's acceptable. For my part, I will always give Lloyd Banks his flowers. He is among the greatest lyricists in hip-hop history. The pin game is quite good. Punchlines, structure, and flow. Banks never sought attention. He was trying to be exact. He is the kind of artist who works in silence, stops when he's finished, and then vanishes. That is not a sign of lack of gratitude. That's just deliberate. However, this is where many misinterpret it. Some individuals in this game feel you've fallen off or abandoned the squad if you're not loud or showy. However, that isn't always the case. A person may simply have a different rhythm at times. I believe that's precisely what took place between Lloyd, Banks, and 50 Cent. Just two men moving on to separate business clocks, not disloyalty or contempt. 50 for each machine. He was forceful, quick, and always in charge. However, Banks is more strategic, calm, and methodical. In hip-hop, we have witnessed the same tale 100 times. One man constructs the empire, while the other keeps the peace. Additionally, a breakdown in communication appears to be a betrayal. However, I see that as just miscommunication in action. For this reason, I consider Lloyd Banks to be the Kawhi Leonard of hip-hop. Sometimes you can't tell what he's thinking. When it comes time to perform, he locks in and performs, but he doesn't explain every action. Like Kawhi, he may also irritate those who seek updates or continual vigor. However, the outcomes cannot be disputed. He is reliable. He is competent. He is more concerned with longevity than headlines. And I believe that 50 is secretly aware of that. You can see that respect is still present even when he discusses the Lloyd Banks impact. He has personally witnessed what happens to a crew without a communication plan when success strikes. It resembles a test in chemistry. The strain of fame causes the fissures to appear. The gun passed through it. Dipset experienced it. Every renowned crew has encountered it at some point. However, I appreciate that the 50's perspective isn't bitter. It is contemplative. He is dissecting hip-hop's recurring patterns. This is what makes this discussion worthwhile. It's not about assigning blame. It has to do with consciousness. Because you begin to recognize how uncommon unity is in hip-hop when you realize how ego and timing can change the squad. For staying firm on his own terms, Lloyd Banks is deserving of admiration. 50 Cent should be commended for creating an enterprise that allowed musicians like Lloyd Banks to flourish. Both parties fulfill their responsibilities, and in all honesty, the game benefits from it, since it provides future artists with a guide on what to do and what not to do. When loyalty and money start to mingle, I therefore don't hear the Lloyd Banks effect mentioned as a diss. I take that as a lesson, a reminder that greatness cannot be rushed. You have no control over someone's growth. Sometimes those two paths simply don't align anymore. Some artists seek recognition while others want the art form. After all, it's not disloyal to go at your own speed. Self-awareness is what it is. Additionally, quiet can be a powerful tactic in a field that relies heavily on noise. I have a question for you all. Will Lloyd Banks and 50 Cent ever truly understand one another again, in your opinion? Or are they simply constructed too differently? And do you think that independence and loyalty can actually coexist in hip-hop? Or do they usually cancel each other out? Please share your opinions in the comments box below. And remember to like and subscribe Tranquility.